welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terps, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Maryland's offense takes the field. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he's able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Back to pass, it's Adams. Gets it to the back. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play.
And it's sucked out! Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Bulldogs are marching down the field.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field. Anticipate.
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Fry. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Makes a connection. And the defense drags him down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's got it on the right. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They are up by 7 over UTEP. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Trying play action. Gets it out fast. Sweet cut there. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Adams. Snagged out of the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Terps are in the hurry up. DB's right up on the receivers. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Push down for the tackle.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They've got to do their job.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To the ground with the back.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking for a big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got out.
He's got it, first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Mississippi State going up-tempo. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Wants to throw. It's Fry. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Makes the grab. It's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Finds his man. It's back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Fry. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Fry. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score.
Touchdown, Terrapins! Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got enough for the first. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Pocket breaking down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Fry. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive on it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to kill.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The inside handoff. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking downfield, it's Adams. He's got him in the flat. Inside the 45. It's a running room. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defensive crew.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's...
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Gets it out quickly. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. He'll pull it on the read. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after. and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air, it's Adams. There's the pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Pulls it in. It's Wade.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield, it's Adams. He's got it on the move.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lost to throw again. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Touchdown, Terrapins! They move on top here in the 4th.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into 26. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Back to throw, it's Fry. Looking for a deep man. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Once he got some room, it was over. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Back to pass, it's Adams. Swings it out to the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Terrapins will punt this one away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TF off.
Scanning the field, it's Adams. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Bowling Green. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Fry. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And here's the thing, strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cade. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Right on the money. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Unleashes one. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
To throw, it's Fry. Got a man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this to tie us up in the final minute. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Snagged in the middle. It's Wade. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. It just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. And this one is perfect. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Fry. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.